Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We begin in the name of Almighty Allah, the most magnificent, the ever merciful. We glorify Him, we praise Him, and of course we do elevate His name as He ought to be elevated. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Once again, I extend to you the eternal and of course the universal salutation of peace. May the peace, blessings and mercies of Almighty Allah be upon you and yours and your family. A most pleasant good morning going out to you and yours on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. As always, I do pray and hope that you are healthy, you are well, you are of course enjoying a period of happiness, prosperity and well-being. Well, I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safras Ghani, here in your company once again on this auspicious and holy day of Friday, the day of Jum'ah here in Trinidad and Tobago. I want to first of all take the opportunity to extend to you and yours a most heartfelt Jummah Mubarak greeting. I also must take the opportunity at this point as well to say a very, very special thank you going out to Pandit Shivan Haripasad for his previous words of inspiration and motivation. And of course, as we always tend to do here on the program, we most definitely do wish him a safe and a speedy trip back home. All praises are due to Almighty Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the magnificent, the merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. O Allah, it is you do we worship, and from you only do we ask for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed your favor, not the path of those who have evoked your anger, nor the path of those who have gone astray. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. Well, today's Islamic date is the 16th day in the month of Safar, which of course is the second month on the Islamic calendar in the new year 1448. So we have now come up to basically the halfway mark of this particular month. And of course, the weeks and the month will continue to roll by very, very quickly. Of course, we are still in the early stages of this new Islamic year, the year 1448. And of course, today also coincides with the 5th and the last Friday in the month of July for the year 2026. Whatever you do, try your very best to ensure that you make best use of the time given to you by the Almighty, understanding the importance of each and every single moment of your life. And on that point, as we are now getting ready to commence this wonderful day of Jum'ah here in Trinidad and Tobago, allow me now to take the opportunity to officially welcome you live on air, live on the internet, live across our social feeds as well on Facebook and of course on YouTube for this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education and entertainment. Whatever you do, definitely do stick around. I've got lots to share with you as we continue on with this particular hour all the way up to the 6 o'clock mark. I pray that Almighty Allah continues to bless us with goodness in this life as well as in the life of the hereafter. So you're listening to 103.1 FM Soul Inspirations, and I'm yours truly, Imam Safras Ghani.
फासलों को तकल्लुफ है हमसे, अगर हम भी बेबस नहीं, बेसहारा नहीं, खुद उन्हीं को पुकारेंगे हम दूर से, रास्ते में अगर पाँव थक जाएंगे। जैसे ही सब्ज गुंबद नजर आएगा, बंदगी का करीना बदल जाएगा, सर झुकाने की फुर्सत मिलेगी किसे, खुद ही पलकों से सजदे टपक जाएंगे। फासलों को तकल्लुफ है हमसे, अगर हम भी बेबस बस नहीं, बेसहारा नहीं। हम मदीने में तन्हा निकल जाएंगे और गलियों में कसदन भटक जाएंगे। हम वहाँ जाके वापस नहीं आएंगे। ढूंढते ढूंढते लोग थक जाएंगे। फासलों को तकल्लुफ है हमसे अगर हम भी बेबस नहीं, बेसहारा नहीं। नाम आका जहाँ भी लिया जाएगा, जिक्र उनका जहाँ भी किया जाएगा। नूर ही नूर सीने में भर जाएगा। सारी महफिल में जलवे लपक जाएंगे। फासलों को तकल्लुफ है हमसे अगर हम भी बेबस नहीं, बेसहारा नहीं। ऐ मदीने के ज़ाहिर खुदा के लिए दास्ताने सफर मुझको यूं मत सुना। बात बढ़ जाएगी, दिल तड़प जाएगा। मेरे मोहतात आंसू छलक जाएंगे। फासलों को तकल्लुफ है हमसे अगर हम भी बेबस नहीं, बेसहारा नहीं।
Yes, indeed, you are tuned in to Soul Inspirations right here on 103.1 FM with yours truly, Imam Safras Ghani. And as always, I must say it's indeed an absolute honor and, of course, a personal pleasure to be in your company once again for around about the next hour or so, all the way up to the 6 o'clock mark. I've got lots to cram into this particular hour. I've got lots to share with you, so definitely do stick around. Well, the program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Nicer Brand Products Limited, Point 14 Hardware Limited, Absolute Investments Limited, The Original Barbecue Hut Limited, and Adams Project Management and Construction Limited. Of course, you can send me a message via the WhatsApp number 2994103. Special thanks going out to all those who have messaged thus far. I always do appreciate your kind words, your beautiful messages. And of course, you can send me a message alternatively via our social feeds on Facebook and of course on YouTube as well. If you are desirous of viewing a live stream of this morning's program, of course, you can head across to your Facebook page, open your search bar, type in Safras Ghani. That'll give you option number 1. Option number 2, go across to YouTube. Again, go to your search bar and type in Imam Safras Ghani, and that'll take you to my YouTube channel where you can find our live stream and of course recordings of past programs that you may be interested in. Well, on the program this morning, as we always tend to do here on 103.1 FM, we've got a very, very interesting segment coming your way. We've got our short inspirational segment, basically just around the corner. We've got the early morning call to prayer coming up as well. I've got a few beautiful Islamic selections coming your way. And of course, a bit later on the program, as we get into our short lecture segment, this morning I'm going to be talking about sibling rivalry. sibling rivalry, the invisible war that takes place among siblings and of course among family members, and how that really and truly impacts our lives as adults as well. So that's our talking point coming up on our lecture segment. In the meantime though, let me share with you another beautiful Islamic rendition. Do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. You are listening to Soul Inspirations.
Madina, 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 Madina. Madina, 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 Madina. एक बार ही दिखा दो आका मुझे मदीना, बेशक बना लो आका मेहमान दो घड़ी का, दो घड़ी का। अगर मिल गई मुझको राह मदीना, मोहम्मद का नक्शे कदम चूम लूंगा। अकीदत से काबे में सर को झुका कर, निगाहों से बाबे हरम चूम लूंगा। अगर मिल गई मुझको राह मदीना, मोहम्मद का नक्शे कदम चूम लूंगा। जो तय करके आएंगे राह मदीना, मिला लूंगा मैं उनके सीने से सीना। जो तय करके आएंगे राह मदीना, मिला लूंगा मैं उनके सीने से सीना। जिन आँखों ने देखा है तैबा का मंजर, वो आँखें खुदा की कसम चूम लूंगा। जिन आँखों ने देखा है तैबा का मंजर, वो आँखें खुदा की कसम चूम लूंगा। अगर मिल गई मुझको राह मदीना, मोहम्मद का नक्शे कदम चूम लूंगा। मेरी जिंदगी सिर्फ इश्क़ नबी हो, जो गम मुझको इसमें मिले वो खुशी हो। मेरी जिंदगी सिर्फ इश्क़ नबी हो, जो गम मुझको इसमें मिले वो खुशी हो। इसी गम की राहों में आंखें बिछा कर, मैं पलकों से खाके हरम चूम लूंगा। इसी गम की राहों में आंखें बिछा कर, मैं पलकों से खाके हरम चूम लूंगा। अगर मिल गई मुझको राह मदीना, मोहम्मद का नक्शे कदम चूम लूंगा। मेरे दिल को है बस नबी से अकीदत, किसी दिन तो जागेगी मेरी भी किस्मत। मेरे दिल को है बस नबी से अकीदत, किसी दिन तो जागेगी मेरी भी किस्मत। जो आएंगे करके सफरे मदीना, मैं खुश होके उनके कदम चूम लूंगा। जो आएंगे करके सफरे मदीना, मैं खुश होके उनके कदम चूम लूंगा। अगर मिल गई मुझको राह मदीना, मोहम्मद का नक्शे कदम चूम लूंगा। अकीदत से काबे में सर को झुका कर निगाहों से बाबे हरम चूम लूंगा। अगर मिल गई मुझको राहे मदीना, मोहम्मद का नक्शे कदम चूम लूंगा।
Allah's blessings and mercies to you and yours on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning, as we take a moment to slow down, as we take a moment to pause, to acknowledge and to give thanks for the blessings of life. And of course, as you go through life, a huge part of life is acknowledging and understanding that challenges will come your way. And every single challenge that you face in your life leaves you with two choices. You can either choose to carry the weight forward, or you can choose to carry the lessons learned and the wisdom that you have learned from that challenge forward. And I want to urge you this morning, whatever you do, whatever challenge you are faced with right now, choose the wisdom. Don't choose the weight. Because with that one gentle step at a time, with that wisdom earned, with that lesson learned, one day you will find the courage to move forward positively, and you will look back gratefully, and you will grateful of the fact that you never ever gave up. So this morning I want you to take a moment to appreciate how far you have become, how far you have progressed in your life. Not just the successes, but the healing, the lessons, the boundaries, and the strength you built through the difficult times that you had to face. Every setback taught you something. Every heartbreak revealed something within you. Every difficult season shaped the resilience, the wisdom, and the courage that embodies you today. Nothing you walked through was ever wasted. So on that note, I say to you this morning, may Allah bless you this day. May He bless you this upcoming week, this upcoming month, as the case may be. May He continue to remove all challenges and obstacles from your path. May He guide you to goodness and happiness and prosperity. May He open all of the doors of mercy upon you. And may He grant you the courage and the strength to forge on positively with your life and to face the challenges that may come your way this day, this week, this month, this year, as the case may be. I also want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Nicer Brand Products Limited, Point Fortune Hardware Limited, Absolute Investments Limited, The Original Barbecue Hut Limited, and Adams Project Management and Construction Limited. Well, just around the corner, our inspirational segment is up next. Keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations. So this morning I want to talk to you about something that many people experience, but very few people truly name out loud. Very few people have the courage to speak about. And that quite simply is unfair treatment. We're talking about the kind of treatment that makes you say that wasn't right. The kind of treatment that leaves you questioning your worth. The kind of treatment that can make life feel heavy, confusing, difficult, and downright cruel. I mean, if you've ever been overlooked when you worked hard, if you've ever been blamed for something when you did not do the damage, if you have ever been treated like you don't matter, when you've been carrying your share of the burden, then you already understand what I mean. And here's the truth. Unfair treatment is so very, very real in our lives. Because when you think about it, life is not fair. It is a universal truth that we all inherit, yet it is one of the hardest pills to swallow. At some point in your life, you will be misjudged. You will be misunderstood. You will be overlooked. You will be blamed for things that you did not do. And you will give your best only to receive the raw end of the deal, so to speak. Now, when that injustice strikes, something burns inside us. It is a mix of righteous anger, deep hurt, and of course a desperate desire to scream that this simply is not right. And of course you are absolutely correct. It is not right by any stretch of the imagination to be treated unfairly. But today I want to challenge you to rethink how you respond to the unfairness of life. Because your response determines whether that unfairness breaks you or it makes you unshakable. Most people respond to unfair treatment in one of two ways. The first way is absorption. You internalize the malice. You internalize the unfair treatment. You let their disrespect convince you that you are less than. You carry their toxic behavior like a heavy weight burdening on your shoulders, allowing it to turn into bitterness, into anxiety and depression. And then eventually you become a victim of your circumstances. The second and the most common response is reflection. When you are faced with unfair treatment, you tend to want to match their energy. They treat you unfairly, so you fight back with malice. They speak harshly, so you speak with venom. They disrespect you, so you plot revenge. But here is the trap. When you fight monsters by becoming a monster, the monster wins. If you allow unfair treatment to make you bitter, to make you cruel, cynical, then the people who hurt you have successfully rewritten your character. You have literally handed them control over your soul. Now there is a third approach, a higher path. It is a path of strategic transformation. When life treats you unfairly, the most powerful response is not retaliation, rather it is elevation. First, you must master your pause. When the insult lands or when the promotion is denied, your biology will scream at you to respond immediately, to react, to get revenge. Rather than doing that, you should pause. Do not give away your power in a moment of temporary anger. Your silence is not weakness. It is a boundary being laid down. It is not you telling the world that you can throw dirt on me, but you cannot dictate my temperature or my temperament. Secondly, separate your worth from their behavior. When someone treats you poorly, it is rarely about you. Rather, it is a reflection of the internal chaos of the other individual, their insecurities, their biasness, their limitations. An unfair judgment from a boss, from a friend, or even from a stranger is just a bad mirror. If a mirror is distorted, you don't change your face, you change the mirror. So do not use their broken perspectives to measure the value of your life. Thirdly, redirect the energy. Very, very important. The energy, the passion that would have surfaced due to unfair treatment, that anger, it is a potent fuel indeed.
Yes, ma'am.
If you use it to boil in resentment, it will burn your whole house down. But if you channel that anger into excellence, it becomes a literal rocket fuel. So ask yourself the question, were you overlooked for that promotion? Well, let that drive you to build the skills that make you undeniable. Were you excluded at some point? Well, take that as the opportunity to build your own table. Was your name dragged through the mud? Well then, let your flawless character and consistent results call them a liar without you ever having to utter a single word. The ultimate revenge is not in destroying your enemies. The ultimate revenge, and I want you to hear me properly this morning, the ultimate revenge is flourishing so completely that their unfair treatment becomes entirely irrelevant to your success. Think of an uncut diamond. Under normal conditions, it is just a regular normal stone. But when it is subjected to unfair, brutal, suffocating pressures of the earth, it doesn't complain. It doesn't break. It rearranges its structure. It adapts. And then when it finally emerges from that crushing environment, it is no longer a regular stone. It has now become a diamond. The pressure did not destroy it. The pressure defined it. And you are that uncut diamond. Every unfair situation is a high pressure forge. It is an opportunity to look at adversity in the eye and say, thank you for the promotion. Thank you for testing my patience. Thank you for proving my resilience. Thank you for showing me exactly who I do not want to become. Now, here's something that you need to remember at all times. Your pain is not the end of the story. It's often the beginning of your next chapter. Sometimes you're treated unfairly because you are being prepared. Prepared for what? You are being prepared for a new level of character. You are being leveled up, so to speak. You are being prepared for deeper discernment, for stronger faith, for patience that isn't weak. You are being prepared for strength that isn't loud. Unfair treatment can become a teacher if you decide to learn instead of only suffer. So when life refuses to play fair, don't quit the game. Change how you play. Play with dignity. Play with grace. Play with an unshakable belief that your purpose is far greater than anyone's power to diminish it. Rise above the noise and let your character be your shield, and let your ultimate success be your final statement. Well, at this point on the program, we now go to the early morning call to prayer. The early morning call to prayer is being brought to you this morning through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Kinupia.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الصلاة خير من النوم. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Assalamu alaikum. See, we work so hard, sometimes forgetting about our hearts. What are we chasing for? We don't need more. I know the world is tough, but all we need to show is love. Everything will be fine. Now here's your sign. لا 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 نحتاج المال كي نزداد جمالا. جوهرنا هنا في القلب لا 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 لا. نرضي الناس بما لا نرضاه لنا حالا. ذاك جمالنا يسمو يتعالى. أوه 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 أوه. كن أنت تزداد جمالا. أوه 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 أوه. كن أنت تزداد جمالا. لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله. Always be yourself, that is where you will find yourself. That is the key to the door for happiness and more. Always put your faith in your Lord, He will keep you safe. Don't ever feel no fear, He'll always be right here. لا 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 نحتاج المال كي نزداد جمالا. جوهرنا هنا في القلب لا 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 لا. نرضي الناس بما لا نرضاه لنا حالا. ذاك جمالنا يسمو يتعالى. أوه 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 أوه. كن أنت تزداد جمالا. أوه 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 أوه. Loving yourself will set you free. You don't have to follow all the things you see. Be yourself and you will find happiness and peace of mind. Oh, we are not alone. We have Allah. لا 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 نحتاج المال كي نزداد جمالا. جوهرنا هنا في القلب لا 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 لا. نرضي الناس بما لا نرضاه لنا حالا. ذاك جمالنا يسمو يتعالى. أوه 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 أوه. كن أنت تزداد جمالا. أوه 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 أوه. كن أنت تزداد جمالا.
في ليلة من الليالي لست أدري ما تراني ظلمة تغمرني يا رب. الأرض ضاقت والسماء وقلبي ما رفض ضياء، والدمع بات يبكي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي. عصيت والذنب كبير وإني في حزني أسير، مقيد بذنبي يا رب. فهل أستحق يا إلهي العفو مجرما، مقر بالذنوب يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي. أنت الذي خلقتني رحمتني ورزقتني، دوما يا ربي قد كنت معي، لكنني نأيت عنك نسيت ما قد كان لك، وسرت في طريقي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي. أنت الذي خلقتني رحمتني ورزقتني، دوما يا ربي قد كنت معي، لكنني نأيت عنك نسيت ما قد كان لك، وسرت في طريقي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي. واليوم يا ربي أعود من ظلمة خلف الحدود، فالقلب منكسر وطرفي حائر، وأنا الغريق فلا أرى إلا سواك لمنقذا، لا منجا ولا منجا إلا أنت يا إلهي 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 يا إلهي.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, hey. Yeah, listen. Sometimes I lay under the moon, I thank God I'm breathing. Then I say I'm here for you, 'cause I'm here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play one day, one day, one day. Whoa, one day, one day, one day. It's not about win or lose, we all lose when they feed on the souls of the innocent. Blood drenched pavement, keep on moving though the waters stay raging. In this maze you will lose your way, your way. It might drive you crazy, but don't let it fade you away. No way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, whoa, one day, one day, one day. Woo. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Yeah, one day, one day, one day. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play one day.
Yes, indeed. One day, what a day it will be, if we all decide that, we, want to move towards peace. We want to move towards positivity. We want to leave negativity behind. We want to leave evil behind. What a day that will be. May Almighty Allah allow peace to reign upon the earth. May Almighty Allah continue to guide our footsteps towards positivity, towards upliftment. And may He safeguard us at all times from evil, from harm, and from danger. Welcome back. I'm yours truly, Imam Safras Ghani, host of this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. And at this point in the program, we now get into our lecture segment. And this morning, we are talking about a very, very delicate topic. We are talking about sibling rivalry. And I want you to take a moment and think about the people who know you best. Of course, for many of us, that brings us right back to childhood. It brings us back to your siblings. They share your history, your roots, your dinner table, so to speak. Yet sometimes the closest bonds can sometimes breed the sharpest friction. Think back to your childhood home. What do you remember? For many, the backdrop of their earliest years wasn't just laughter and playtime. It was a shared battlefield. It was the slamming of bedroom doors. It was the shouting matches over toys, the keeping of the scores, and the quiet aching question, do my parents love them more than me? So sibling rivalry is one of the most common yet deeply misunderstood dynamics in human relationships. I mean, we often laugh it off as a normal rite of passage. We treat it as a phase that children simply grow out of. But if we are being completely honest with ourselves, many people don't grow out of it. They just grow older. The battlefields change from the living room floor to the holiday dinner table, but the underlying wounds remain exactly the same. So today we are going to pull back the curtain on these hidden conflicts. And let's examine what sibling rivalry truly is. Let's look honestly at the deep psychological footprints it leaves behind. And most importantly, let's discover how you can heal these rifts to build bridges of lifelong connections. Well, first of all, why do we even fight? That's a very, very important question. In order to heal a wound, you must first understand what caused it. So sibling rivalry is rarely ever about the stolen clothes, the broken toys, or who got the bigger slice of cake, so to speak. At its absolute core, sibling rivalry is a fair, instinctive battle for a scarce resource, and that scarce resource is parental attention, parental approval, and love. From the perspective of a child, a new sibling isn't just a playmate. They are a competitor for survival. Children view their parents as their entire world. When another child enters that world, the subconscious mind goes into panic and it asks, is there enough love for me? When parents inadvertently compare their children, saying things like, why can't you be more studious like your sister or like your brother? or your brother never gave me this much trouble. They pour gasoline on this evolutionary fire. The siblings stop seeing each other as teammates, and they begin to see each other as enemies, as mirrors of their own perceived inadequacies. Now, another common factor that leads to rivalry among siblings is jealousy. Jealousy is a heavy burden to carry. It makes you feel small. It makes you feel left behind. It whispers the lie that love, success, and attention are scarce resources. That if your siblings get a bigger piece of the pie, so to speak, there is less for you. And that thinking can lead to catastrophic outcomes. Just take, for example, the Quranic and the biblical story of humanity's first siblings, Cain and Abel, the sons of Adam, peace be upon him. Cain and Abel are history's first brothers. Cain worked the soil while Abel tended the sheep. When they brought their offerings to Allah, Abel's gift of livestock was accepted, but Cain's harvest offering was rejected. Now this ignited the flame of jealousy in Cain's heart for his brother. So now, consumed by jealousy, Cain ignores Allah's warning to master his anger. Instead, he lures Abel into a field and he then goes on to murder him. The timeless lesson here is that comparison breeds destruction. Cain didn't lose anything when Abel was blessed. His downfall was looking sideways at his brother rather than looking upward at his own potential. When you let envy fester, it blinds you to your own worth, and it destroys your closest relationships. I mean, this story challenges you to be your brother's keeper, choosing celebration over competition, because another person's light never ever dims your own. And you cannot underestimate the effects of ongoing friction among siblings. When you do not resolve these childhood rivalries, the emotional fallout stretches far into adulthood, shaping your personalities and your adult relationships as well. Firstly, it creates a toxic habit of constant comparison and jealousy. When you spend your formative years measuring your worth against your brother or your sister, you carry that yardstick into the workplace, into your friendships, into your marriages. You become trapped in a mindset of jealousy, constantly believing that someone else's success automatically equals to your failure. Secondly, it damages your self-esteem. A child who constantly feels like the lesser sibling grows up carrying a heavy blanket of rejection. They may become chronic overachievers, burning themselves out to prove their worth, or on the other side, they may completely withdraw, believing that they will never ever be good enough. Now, the most important part of the equation is, what is the way forward? How does one heal? Now, remember that your story doesn't have to end here. Rivalry is a habit of the past, but connection is a conscious choice for the future. Whether you are a parent trying to raise cohesive children, or whether you are an adult sibling carrying years of resentment, healing is entirely possible. If you are a parent, the strategy is simple but profound. Celebrate uniqueness over equality. Stop trying to treat your children exactly the same. They are not the same. They are all beautifully different, given to you by the Almighty. Give each child individual, undivided attention. Praise their specific efforts, not their intelligence or their status relative to their sibling. Never use one child as a benchmark for another. Teach them that love is not a limited pie. It expands to fit them all. If you are an adult looking to heal a fractured relationship, well, the journey begins with radical empathy. You must step outside of your childhood memories and look at your brother or sister through adult eyes. Recognize that they were just a child trying to survive in the same family system you were. They carried their own hidden pressures, their own insecurities, and their own fears differently. And next, you must drop the old script. Stop walking into family gatherings expecting the worst or playing the same defensive role you played when you were 12 years old. Try to respond to things differently. Because the greatest gift given to you by the Almighty is the gift of your siblings, and that is a living bridge to your past, and it is a potential anchor for you for your future. And they are the only people, your siblings are the only people on this planet who truly understand the unique environment you grew up in. So let go of the old scorecard, so to speak. Forgive childhood insights. Step out of the shadow of comparison and jealousy and step into the light of connection, because when the dust settles and the years roll by, a healed sibling bond is one of the greatest sources of strength, joy, and unconditional love you will ever know. Do not let the rivalries of yesterday rob you of the family you deserve today. Whatever you do, whatever it takes, reach out, heal, and grow together, because Almighty Allah has placed for you upon the face of the earth such goodness that all you've got to do is tap into that goodness, and Almighty Allah will send down His mercy and blessings upon you and your family as well.
Sometimes in life we feel helpless when we're alone. There's so much darkness, but we forget what Allah taught us, that we are strong when we help each other. This pain that you feel, we all feel this pain the same, and we will be standing here together forever, no matter what life will throw. We can conquer if we stand together. So let's stand together forever, inshallah. Oh Lord, as long as you're with us, please, then all our pains worth every penny. Each day and night, let's pray to our Lord that we can fight all forms of sorrow. This pain that you feel, we all feel the pain the same, and we will be standing here together forever, no matter what life will throw. We can conquer if we stand together. So let's stand together forever, inshallah. What you're feeling has a meaning, so keep believing. Let's talk healing. Oh Ma, do not worry, your tears are heard by the Almighty. This pain that you feel, we all feel the pain the same, and we will be standing here together forever, no matter what life will throw. We can conquer if we stand together. So let's stand together forever, inshallah.
Yes, indeed, if we stand together, there is much to achieve. If we allow ourselves to be divided, if we allow ourselves to be conquered, then all that can be achieved is then crumbled in front of our very eyes. A very important lesson for us in this life. May Allah make it easy upon us, and may Allah continue to guide us. Well, unfortunately, on that note, we now look to drop curtains on this particular hour. We have now come to the end of the program for this morning, and I want to take the opportunity to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning has been brought to you through the kind courtesies of Nicer Brand Products Limited, Point Fortune Hardware Limited, Absolute Investments Limited, The Original Barbecue Hut Limited, and Adams Project Management and Construction Limited. And of course, I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special salam and greetings of peace going out to you and yours, our listeners and viewers who have joined us on the program this morning. Thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you so much for spending the past hour with me. Of course, it was indeed an absolute pleasure to be in your company. May Almighty Allah continue to bless you with goodness and happiness at all times. By all means, do join me next week Friday, God willing, from 5 a.m. as we bring to you another segment of Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safraz Ghani, signing out for this morning. Until next week, please do have an extremely blessed day. Stay safe, stay in the mercy of the Almighty. Much love, and may the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Well, up next is News at 6, followed by Proper Hearts. Most definitely do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM for more inspirational and, of course, motivational programming throughout the course of today. And whatever you do, don't forget that you should aspire to inspire before you expire. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
الصبح بدا من طلعته والليل دجى من وفرته है नूर साहर चेहरे से तेरे और शब की रौनक जुल्फों से अल्लाहु 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 अल्लाह अल्लाहु 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 अल्लाह कंजुल करमी मौला निअमी هادي الأمم لشريعته नेमत का खज़ीना है मौला गंजीना है रहमत है आका हादी है तमाम